Here is head coach Adam Walsh of Centenary College and senior guard Jonathan Blount. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, James.
All right, thank you for having us.
This is SCAC Media Days here from Shreveport, Louisiana, and Coach Walsh, we'll start with you. Simply tell us, how has preseason been going so far? What have you seen from your squad as you get ready for the opening weekend coming up here soon?
Our first couple weeks have been really good. I feel like this is the best start that we've had since I took over the program. The intensity level is very high, and we've actually toned down a little bit, done a little bit more half court over the last week, just a little bit, and doing a little more breakdown, being a little more specific with what we want. But the intensity level has been very good since we started this year. I think a lot of that has to do with the guys sitting beside me here and with some of the leadership that our returners have shown. It's a benefit for us because we actually got returners who have been through the fire. We've got guys that have been with me for a couple of years now with our program, and they know what we expect, and they know what it's going to take for us to have a more successful season this year.
Coach Walsh, tell me a little bit about the man sitting to your left, as well as the other senior, Jarius Browning, and the expectations you have for them this season.
No expectations for the guy sitting beside me. We've had a great run together, and this is going to be a fun year for us as he closes out his college career. I know that's a little bittersweet for both of us. Jonathan had a great year last year, and you know, the one thing I want him to focus on is last year's in the past, and he's got a lot in front of him, and this is a new year for him, and we just expect him to build on what he was able to do last year and not use last year as a measuring stick really at all for him personally, but just as a check mark that he's made, you know, along the process. You know, his career is a process, and we're still in the middle of that, and we expect him to be a leader this year above anything else. We know he's going to make plays in the basketball court. Get him to defend a little bit more this year, and he knows that we're pushing him on that route. But we have a lot of expectations for him, and Jarius is doing a great job. Jarius is in his third year with us as a senior, and his leadership, he has matured a lot, and we're excited with the leadership that he's bringing to the table, the experiences that he's had, and we expect a lot from the point guard position with him in charge of that.
Jonathan, I turn to you. How important is it to you, as well as Jarius, to emerge as leaders of this team?
It's very important with myself as well as Jarius, as well as Caden as well. This is a veteran group, but it's also a young group. It's crazy to say that we've been together, us three have been together for 3 years, but we also have a lot of new guys in as well. So it's still a lot of teaching that must be going on in practice and things like this. So my biggest obstacle for me is not to look forward, just keep everything, taking it one day at a time, and I look forward to anything that's coming in the future or that might come after college. So I just, keeping a very, very mental, head going on for this season. So I just, me and Jarius just, continue to grow. Me, Jarius, and Caden continue to grow and help these guys along and get ready for this new year.
Coach, we've talked about your two seniors on the team. You have a handful of juniors as well, a couple sophomores. Tell me a little bit of what they've been able to do so far throughout preseason and how they will be able to provide for your team this season.
Honestly, all of our guys, all of our returners have been really solid in practice. Everybody's now in the program 3 years, even some of our sophomores, because we had some injuries when they were freshmen. So Brooks Posset, Donovan Williams might as well be juniors as well because they were on campus, they were around our guys, and they know what it takes to really get after it for a couple of years now. And so we've got very good balanced leadership when you add those guys in the mix too, with Caden, Isaiah Whitaker, Saro, Nataga, and it's a good balanced group, and we're excited about that part because this is the first time we've had legitimate leadership, legitimate experience to go along with another large group of new guys.
Jonathan, turn back to you. Tell me some of the team goals that you guys have set this season, as well as some individual goals that you may have set for yourself.
Well, conference championship to win it all. That's always the main focal point of the season. One of the team goals that we made for ourselves that's real key is no excuses, and I feel that will go a long way within the season. Being able to hold each other accountable for everything we do on and off the court, being more of a team, be more of a brotherhood that we have that'll go further than just basketball, but just in life. So me personally, I really don't have any, expectations as far as like individual awards and things like that. I know that will come later on. My main goal is to make sure that these guys are ready for the season, not only for this year, but for years to come, because I know this is my last year. So I kind of want to leave a legacy behind and, kind of instill something that will, go further than just this year. So that's pretty much my main goal and my main concern for this year is to prepare these guys as much as possible, because I know my days are numbered here. And I just want to make sure that everything that I leave behind is something positive.
Coach, tell me about some of the newcomers that have come in this season, what they've been able to contribute throughout the preseason. Obviously, maybe you could tell us a little bit, maybe as a whole, or some individuals that could stand out this year. But give us a take on what the newcomers have been able to do.
Honestly, we've had contributions from all of them through the preseason, and we're excited about that part because that means we've got some pretty good depth. Couple local guys that are doing some good things for us, James Sapp and Brandon Campbell. We're excited to have both those guys in the program, being local. Both of them are within 45 minutes of Shreveport, so it's good to have some more guys that are from this locale. But everybody else, honestly, is doing something to contribute on a day-to-day basis, and that's exciting for us.
You are watching SCAC Media Days here with head coach Adam Walsh of Centenary College, as well as senior guard Jonathan Blount of the Gents. And gentlemen, we'll get you out on this final question. We'd love to hear from both of you on this question. For Centenary to be successful this season, what are going to be some of the keys to success?
I'll answer that in a second, James. Just before we get off, just wanted to make sure we got to say Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there, and thank everybody that has served and is serving for our country. And I've got a lot of family that have served, and so I'm very thankful for them. Just got off the phone with my grandfather, who's 92, and talked about a little World War II stuff. So it was pretty fun to have that conversation. But just wanted to say thank you for all the sacrifices that the military's made, and happy birthday to you, James. I know that's doesn't quite equal Veterans Day, but happy birthday.
Oh, we appreciate that, Coach, and thank you for the shout there. But obviously not as important as Veterans Day, and we thank you for bringing out that up there. Very important day, obviously.
No problem. For us to be successful this year, James, I think it boils down to defense for us. We led the conference in scoring last year, but we also led the conference in giving up points. So, we've got to make some more stops, and it's been fun to talk about and do a little more research on with the guys. And we figured out that every stop equates to 2 percentage points on field goal percentage defense. And that's something that we're kind of harping on, that if we have 3 more stops a game, that we're at our field goal percentage goal for defense. And so that's something that we're spending a lot of time on, just being able to dig in and get 3 more stops a game. So we're looking for some improvements on that defensive end of the floor this year, and I think everything else is going to take care of itself for us.
And Jonathan, what are going to be some of the keys to success for you guys to attain your goals in the new year?
Like Coach said, of course, defense, but not only just that, rebounding as well. We had a tough time rebounding last year, and I think we got some guys in here that are tremendous rebounders that would help us a lot going forward in this season. So, like Coach said, 3 more stops, and the season will be a totally different story last year. So I really feel like defense and rebounding, we know we can score points. We know we can get up and down the floor. We know we can compete with everybody, but we have to defend and we have to rebound, and we'll be a much better team.
You have been watching SCAC Media Days here from Shreveport, Louisiana with the Centenary College Gents. Head Coach Adam Walsh, Senior Guard Jonathan Blount. We thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us here today. And good luck to you guys in the upcoming SCAC season.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.